Alright guys, Baz here, WELDERFABBER. Welcome back to the channel. So today is the day after from the last chapter, yeah? So each chapter really is only one day in a week. For people that think it's a couple of days, it's only one day. So what I'm trying to do here now is trying to get in front with a few chapters, because I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks, so I need the director to have a bit of backup so he's got a bit of footage for you. Because one thing I have learned from Daniel down at Asheville is that you have to be consistent on YouTube for your channel to grow. So that's what we're trying to do, trying to get a few episodes in front. So we've got a little skip wagon here from Jackson's that we're just going to repair the back end of. You see how it's all rotten away there. So basically just putting a new folded section in there, 3mm plate. Just to finish on, I'll put a bit of paint on it and get it out of here. The lads at the moment are still working on that bucket for PRS. He's just putting some plates here, some end plates on some beams that have got a job going on. These plates down here are Reassembling 400, and that's an HD 500 arrowhead. These are wear components for the bucket for PRS. So the lads at the moment are just on a full attack welding mode. So all these wear pads are Cardox 500, and we've got a Reassembling 400 score in it. That's woody pin, that's our cow. Right, director, we've got to go out. Let's go. So I'm just working out what job to go to next. These are jobs that come in every day, breakdowns more than anything. Anything with a line through it that's been done. Anything that's not got a line through it is still to be done. So we're still backing up here from Monday. We're now on Wednesday. We'll carry them on as we move down the week. By weekend they will all be done. So now we're going over to Glass and Dock, and on the way back we'll have to go to Jackson's to check that S5 screener out, because I have a lad on site at the moment stripping it down, and I need to see where he's up to with it. Let's go. Alright, so just landed at Glass and Dock. This is a port of Lancaster. We do a lot of stuff coming in and out of ships here. This is one of Fox depots. This is Adrian, the guy that runs it. Just tell me a little bit about what goes on here.
We were taken over a couple of years ago by Paul Fox, part of the Her Group, part of the Fox Group. We do a line of service to the Isle of Man, which is these cranes, and we also do stevedoring for the port itself as well. And also we do any marine work. They've got Fox Marine here as well.
We have scrap coming in and out, we have stone coming in and out, don't we?
Aggregate, yeah, and stuff.
Mainly going out though, is it?
Yeah, mainly going out. We do stuff to the Isle of Man, agricultural lime, any commodity that is needed to be loaded or unloaded in the Irish Sea in this area, we're up for it. So.
Right, so what am I here for now?
So yeah, this is our 80 tonner. This is used for lifting on the containers onto the liner service. We noticed when we were greasing the other day, the central pulley seems to have moved a bit. I'm just a bit concerned that the bush might have fell, but there's no grinding and it is still turning, but it just looks like there's a bit of a move to the side.
Does it turn freely or not?
Two of them do, one doesn't. It's just, when you've got the weight of the rope on it and the block, it moves. You see, you can move with your hand just, but it's not running freely. Right. But there's no noise or grind.
As long as the rope isn't turning without the wheel.
Absolutely.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I
the
mean?
pulley
So-
has the pulley wheel
Right,
has
so
to
it looks like the rope guards have moved over and catching the pulley. Can you see?
Yeah.
So that guard needs moving back over that way a little bit, and it does look like we have got a little bit of play here. Yeah, so I don't think it's too much to worry about, as long as there's no play in the actual pulley side to side. Yeah, so we know that the bushes are fine. It's not, the shaft hasn't locked up. We know the shaft hasn't locked up because we've got movement.
It's just that central one, isn't it, that's got no movement.
Yeah, it's just this one that's
It will
catching here.
move with weight on it, but obviously it's just catching on that rope guard.
Right, so what we'll do, we'll move this over a little bit just to free that pulley up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and better being safe than sorry though on something like this.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 pulleys on here, and the reason why it's got 3 pulleys, this, I presume this will lift 10 tonne, will it?
Yeah.
Right, so this will lift 10 tonne. You can double up to 20 and then up again to 30 tonne, yeah?
Yeah, 10 tonne of fall.
Right, 10 tonne of fall. Yeah. So we have got 2 cranes, got an Hitachi there. How much weight will that lift, Ed?
Well, we only use it for 5 tonne is our maximum on that one. So that one's lifting in these smaller pallets, tote bags, and anything over 4 tonne, we use this.
Right.
Just for because we can.
Yeah,
You can put a block on that, but we don't. You know,
Yeah.
we don't put an extra. We don't need an extra fall on it.
So we do have an Atlas clamp at the other side of the dock on the other quay, and we do have the centre bogan that we ship from the railhead back up and down now and again. But we're not needing the centre bogan up here lately, have we?
No, it's been a little bit quieter, but there is talk of some other aggregate coming through. So the one good thing about the centre bogan is fairly straightforward with the haulage to get it up here.
Yeah, yeah.
Just get it. Yeah.
Right, we'll get this moved over because we've got to get to another job. So I'll get some bars out, get some hammers out so we can move this over a little with this rope guard. Try and bend that rope guard back a touch. That sledge. See if it moves a little bit.
Come to hold that rope.
Yeah, go on. Yeah. That's it. Go on. That's the one. Nothing to worry about, eh, lad.
He thought everything in life was that simple, eh?
Oh, it's better to be safe than sorry, innit? Little tap with hammer. Right, did you want me to look at something else here?
Yeah, there's just a job on the weighbridge.
Yep.
And then we've got that probe for lifting the AstroTurf.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. All right. Right, so go on. This is the probe that we use for lifting AstroTurf and carpets.
All right, so you come in with a forklift and pick a
go
carpet
through
up
the
here,
centre of it. Unfortunately, after many years, it's failed.
Ah, right, yeah.
So
You've had a failure here
yeah.
on the actual tube itself.
So you did make as a pull me push me last year, something like that, but with the knob on the end, as it were, and then that can lift up the rolls because they're up to about 300 kilograms. Them AstroTurf rolls, they're substantial.
Do you not just want me to replace this tube?
You could do, absolutely, but that one with it being hollow, I don't know if you could have one maybe a thicker wall, or
Yeah, I can get a thicker wall, yeah.
sort of thicker wall on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But the one you made
Pick
for
that
us
up
the other
there. Pick that up here now.
Yeah.
Snap it off. Go on. Is there a bit of weight in it or not?
No.
Go on. Break it off. Oh, lad.
Go on,
I
lad.
need to get to the gym, son. Right, move it back and forth. Right, we'll take it back at Van Weers, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So
the
I'll
other
just make you a new one of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
The other job is here. What we've got, this is a 50-ton weighbridge. So the going on this is to protect this end wall,
Yeah.
but that is rattling like so.
What's that for?
That's to keep this metal against the end so this doesn't break. So you've got the wagons going over, it stops. If there's only concrete
you just put
there,
this fastening down?
if we can, just drill, it'd be drilling.
Oh, just get some 3 bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It does, I think one tab's broken off there, as you can see.
Yeah. Right, so that's not a problem.
But that just keeps that.
Only it just needs a couple of 12mm 3 bolts in it.
Yeah.
Right, let me just take a picture, I'll get some bolts up.
I think there's a thread, sorry, a tab gone off that end.
Yeah.
It's just, it's been, you can see how many times it's been on and failed and come off.
Yeah.
But it's to keep that end onto the weighbridge end.
Right, so what we'll do, I'll take that back with us, I'll repair that.
Yeah.
And when we bring that back, we'll button this down, yeah?
Yeah, fantastic.
Right, sound. Right, director, let's move. Alright, so we're back at Jackson's and this is the X-Tech S5 that we looked at in the last chapter, and the screen boxes wouldn't fire, yeah? And the reason why the screen boxes wouldn't fire is because the bearing had seized. So this is the bearing at the opposite side to the drive motor on the first box. You can see how it's got 2 dual boxes, got 2 boxes, but it's got 2 screen boxes like a Chieftain 2200. So this bearing is a spherical bearing. It was all broke apart when we pulled the cover off, yeah? So that was locking up on the shaft and not allowing the drive to start. So I'll get some numbers off this bearing now. We'll get a bearing ordered. Get this back together as soon as we can. Other than that, we've got to go and pick a truck up now, one of Jackson's 8-wheel tippers, and we're going to take the body off it and we're going to send it away to have a new body put on. Insulated sides, it's going to be used as a tarmac wagon, I presume. So we'll go and get the wagon director. Alright, so here's a couple of Jackson's wagons. We are going to take the body off that one, ZX. So these threw off bodies, yeah, aluminium, is for sale. Anyone wants it, gives a shout. Director, you take a little blue back, yeah? Right, so we'll whip this body off. There's only a few bolts at the back, there's only like 16 bolts at the back. About 10 bolts at front. Looking at that, we could just release it from the load cells. So it'd just be 4 bolts at the back. Yeah, whip that body off. And we're going to get a body put on from AJ Hayton. In fact, these men will be putting the new body on. They are fabricating it as we speak. But I think it's going to be an insulated body. That's not an insulated body. Right, let's see what's happening. Right, so we've had to send Woody out on a job. Jay's out on a job. Paul's out on a job. So that just leaves Callum in workshop. So it looks like he's been welding most of the day on his own. And he won't be very happy about that, let me tell you. Go! The welder never likes to finish a run short. Right, director, I've got a meeting with Foxy. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, this is the skip wagon that we're in before. A little bit of welding. It has been in for inspection today. So we put a welded up plate on the back end here, as you can see. It was all rotten there before, wasn't it? Bit of red lead paint on it. That's good to go back to Jackson's now. Alright, so here we are at Gordon's Construction Equipment up at Castle Douglas. So we've come to the Doosan DL420 loader. So we're doing the bucket build on for PRS in the workshop. So we've just come to pick the bucket pins up. And here's the machine itself now. So the bucket that we've built, or refurbed should I say, will be going on this machine. 2023. And this bucket will be PRS's spur bucket. So I've come to pick the bucket pins up. We've just whipped the bucket off now. And all I need to do was get the measurements in between the hangers and the pin sizes. So the bucket in the workshop at the minute is the same pin sizes. We've got a 100mm pin going to the dog bone, and we've got 95mm pins in the loader arms. But I need the pins to slide them into the bucket to see how much play we've got, if any. So if we have got a bit of play in the pins, then we'll do the line boring. There's Steve, the gaffer at PRS. We don't want to be on camera. Right, so I'm going to head back down to Preston now. And I've just been having a good chat with Steve, PRS owner. But check this out. 700 horsepower pickup. Have you ever seen anything like that in your life? How cool's that? Now that is what you call pick-up goals, because that's what I'm in. So I think I'm going to have to get myself one of these. Proper thing. And you don't want to be on camera, but there he is.
It's got hold of it there, Wood. If you go down now, it should go down. And then go up again. Well, take it up the touch, Wood. You got it.
Right, so we've just got back to the yard and we've got a little power screen 330 crusher again here now with the bearing on, the tail drum bearing. Now that to me looks like it's been gone for some time. So to start with, we're going to get a chain block on here and pull the belt over that way to give us a bit of room so we can get this housing off. We'll slacken the belt off also, we'll get this off, we'll get the inner race off, and hopefully we've got a bearing in stock. Well, I think that's a 16mm bearing, that. We might not, but we'll soon find out. Right, so I'm just going to start it up and we'll lower the belt down and I'll show you where you release the tension on the main belt. So we'll crack this nut off here, release these 16mm heads. They're like a 10mm, but they've got a 16mm head on for some reason. And you've got that 200mm of adjustment here. So we'll fetch the head drum. We'll fetch the head drum right back so the belt goes slack. I'll slacken the belt off, Johnny. So we have got a bearing in stock, genuine Terex, 60mm. So this machine will be running within half an hour. Right, so now we've got these little bolts cracked, these little locking bolts. We have got a box section that slid into another box section here, which is the adjuster. If I crank this out now, that should come in. Turn it to the other side. That belt will be nice and slack now. See? Spanners here. You got a chain block out, son?
Now I need to get a 30mm socket on a bar. Can't get spanner off back to the bolt.
30mm on short bar,
Yeah,
short socket.
yeah. Can you get this from outside or not?
What's that?
This bolt?
On the back.
Yeah, I can't get
Let me have a look.
the top one.
Possibly.
Can you get on that or not?
I'll have to get it with a spanner.
I can't get the spanner on it unless you've got a short one. Look, I'm right up against the frame there, both set everywhere I go. I can't seem to get on it. Or do I need to spin it a little?
Spin it a bit.
Got it?
Well. One.
Yeah, it's getting it. Lovely.
You want that? You got bottle on off?
Yeah, they're off.
Right. You got a chain block?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is that my one? That?
Right. No.
That's the one, Johnny.
Huh?
Go a bit more if you want. If you can go a bit more, go a bit more.
Get it out of the way and release it.
Yeah. Happy?
Yeah.
Well, out the way of that.
Can you wrap a chain around the drum?
I'll probably get a strap round it.
Yeah. Pull it back.
Yeah.
Got a little
Yeah,
purple
get a
strap.
little purple strap round that. I can actually get it on the paddle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do, we're just going to put a little strap round the tail drum, pull it back, and clear that bearing easy now, with that belt being loose. Right. How's that? Get it, Hammer.
Oh.
I don't know, Johnny. Has it pulled the drum back or not?
Yeah, it's pulled it back a bit, but it's just pulled it back down at an angle. You could do with just jacking it up a touch now.
Yeah, get you under it.
Some better days, isn't it? You can see where it's worn into the frame as well.
That's crazy, that's just crazy how it's gone that far. So the inner race is really tight on the shaft, and the grub screws are turning in the Allen key, so we can't get them to release. So we're just going to cut the inner race off.
Got mine already on.
Oh, you connected yours up? Yeah? Paul's already connected his gas up, so we'll use his van. Right, so this is the tail drum bearing off the 330, yeah. Absolutely shocking. I can't believe this, yeah. So this machine's just come back off a long hire. So I'm going to find out who's been running this machine, and I'm going to send them the bill, because it's not on. you, boy. Thanks. There's that banged on. It's quite an easy, straightforward repair, but these things shouldn't be happening. Do you know what I mean? It's like daily checks, daily checks. Even getting grease, I don't even know if you can get grease. That's why whenever I go to a machine on site, grease everything. So this machine will get fully greased in a minute. Is the grease line on the other one, Shag?
Oh, it's been ripped off.
Is it?
Yeah, it was the remnants of where the pipe was. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the reason why we put a grease nipple in here now is because the belt's come over so far and it's worn through the grease pipe. So when we've got more time next week, we'll replace the grease pipe. Yeah. Well, these bearings need greasing every 2 days. The main bearings on the jaw need greasing every 8 hours. So we'll send the head drum back out now. I know how much gap there was here before, about 30 mil. Do both sides a bit at a time. Look, it's getting warm. Not good. That's about where it was before. So we'll have to get a bin under here in a minute or something under here to catch all the muck that's on the belt, because I want to run the belt, track it. Keep them both together, it'll lock. Like that. So we've got another bus grease pipe there. So I'll just put a nipple into the actual bearing itself. Just so I know it's getting a little bit of feed. These are the grease points for the conveyor. So this pump one now will grease the top bearing at the other side. These two are both broke down at the bottom end. In fact, that's that one there. Can you see grease coming out of it at the top? That's that one there. So now I'm greasing the other side. Greasing the head drum bearing at the other side. And now we'll go and grease the jaw. Because I need to track the belt now, yeah? If the belt is coming down on a slight of an angle, or it's sitting on a bit of an angle, that'll determine where the belt sits on the head drum, yeah? So you're better always testing it in the up position, and then if I know it needs to go from side to side, I'll get up to them and adjust them. Rather than lowering the belt down and doing it from both sides here now, it needs to be fully up. I've done it in the past where it's been low down, I've then lifted the conveyor up and the belt's still to be out. So what we're doing now, we're just getting the loading shovel, and we're going to put the loading shovel under the end of the belt to catch all the material that's sat on the belt right now, because I'm going to fire the jaw as well. So have you look at the belt there now, you see how it's up in the centre. Way too tight. So that's me, that's tightened it a little. That's me that's tightened it a little bit too tight. I'll just gun it back off a bit. Just run it again now. Tight. That's all tight. Get under that skirt. So we've just cleared the jaw box there. I put it in automatic because somebody has left the jaw box full that I ain't happy about again on a Saturday afternoon. Now we can track the belt. That actually looks bang on, director. So we've now got the jaw running, the belt running. All good, go back to work. You listen to the jaw, nice and quiet. Alright, so this Chronicle has actually been done over a couple of days. They are usually just done in one day, my vlogs. But I am going away next week on holiday, so it's a bit of a mixed match because we don't want to leave it with you guys with nothing to watch on a Saturday really. So I will just answer a couple of questions now. It is Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. We just finished that crusher bearing. Got it running and back in the crushing shed. So yeah, let's just run through a few questions, yeah? So let's just pick any at random here. Paul Brown 549. Always great, my friends from England. Paul in the USA. So yeah, I have noticed that we've got a lot, or we're starting to get quite a big following from you guys in over in America. So we can see on the analytics that we're getting quite a few views from over the other side of the pond, should we say. So I appreciate that, cheers. Right, let's have a look here now. Ken Style 180. Why could the nuts be undone in the old edge on the loader? The old nuts couldn't be undone in the old edge on the loader. You're talking about the Cat 950 now, because they're always welded. We put tack welds on all nuts to the bolt so they don't come loose all the time. You're never going to get a gun on them, or should I say, you're never going to reuse them, so gas them off every time. Right, Sean Mountford 9625. Afternoon, Baz. Welcome along your brother on this new and exciting venture for both of you. Another great video. Really enjoy the plant inspections and how they work and the way you explain it. Keep up the great work, thanks. Cheers, Sean. Yeah. I mean, it's just everyday stuff to me. These vlogs are just everyday life to me. I can't believe it really that people like watching it, but I suppose I'm just showing a little bit of my experience to other people. And if you like watching it, if you like the content, then great. For those people that don't, skip. Next comment. Isle of Man, trucker, MRB 80. Oh, I read one of these out last time, didn't I? So lots and lots of experience on your chap. Worth its weight in gold. Excellent. Cheers. Smoky, 1970. Curious if the editor is big or little bruv. And fair play to both of you. It just adds to the channel. He's found another trade and way of working together again. He's my bigger brother, but he's smaller. He's 2 years older. And he also used to be a director alongside me years ago. But we'll go more into the director as the Chronicles go on. Anyway, I've had enough today. Let's go, director. So check out the other episodes if you're liking what you see. Yeah. Please leave a few comments for the next chapter, and like and subscribe. Helps the algorithm. Don't forget. See you on the next one.